Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. Today I have an unbagging of some cross-stitch kits that were kindly gifted to me from VIPCrossStitch. And I have two awesome kits, and they also sent through this as a surprise gift, which is some beeswax. So we will take a look at this first. I'll move these aside. Okay, so what this is some beeswax that you can use if you want to make your thread a bit more smooth, because it can quite easily tangle up. I find that happens to me a lot with the repeated passing through the canvas. It will knot up, and then you're either stuck with trying to get this really hard knot out, or you have to lose that bit of thread altogether. So this is to help stop that happening. So if you need to use it to rub against zippers or drawers or anything that squeaks, you can get it out like that, and it's a nice solid chunk of beeswax. Or you use it in here, and I don't have any spare thread handy, but you would just, as you can see, you've got your slits here. You would just rub your thread along there a couple of times. So that was a really awesome surprise gift. Thank you very much for that one. When I say surprise gift, these were all gifted to me, but I got to choose the canvases. So let's have a look at the first one, and I went for, of course, Joy Sunday. I'm slowly learning my lesson on getting unbranded or non-Joy Sunday branded kits. So this one here is called the Colourful Butterflies #2. So it's a 14 count, and it's a 34 by 33 centimeter kit. And I just love the picture on this one. I thought this one looked really pretty. So if we get it out and have a look, we don't need to get that first sheet out because that is just the details of the kit. So it's pre-stamped, and as always with Joy Sunday, you get a really good, useful chart. So it does cover 4 pages on this one. So you've got one butterfly section there, you've got the top part of the butterflies there, and the other part of the butterflies there. Okay, so there's 26 colours in total, and of those 26 colours, you only need to do 2 colours in half stitch and 3 colours in back stitch. Everything else is full stitch. So you've got your needles attached there, you get 2 needles. So there are your first 15 colours. Quite nice colours, some bright ones in there and some beautiful purple. Love it. And there are the other 13. So yeah, really quite pretty colours in this. So let's pop that aside and we'll have a look at the canvas. Now it's not massively big, it's slightly bigger than the other ones I have got, but it's not huge because you don't have to fill in every single square, just the printed areas. And it is 147 by 144 stitches. So again, remember that's not every single square that needs stitching. But when you look at, so looking at that compared to here, that would be this area here. Yeah. So as I was saying earlier, where your half stitches are needed, it would be this green area and this purple area here on the outside of the butterfly, and that would be to bring in shading. So yeah, that looks like a really pretty pattern. I'm looking forward to doing this one. And of course the back stitching as well. I said 3 colours needed in back stitching, and they will be, as you can see again on the picture, to emphasize details on the wings of the butterfly. So I wouldn't skip back stitching in this one. I would definitely put the back stitching in because you definitely want to have your patterns on your wings. So yeah, that's a really pretty one. Let's put this away and we'll have a look at the second kit. Okay, and the second kit, it's Year of the Tiger. So I had to get this gorgeous white tiger kit. It says White Tiger Roaring. Again, 14 count, and this one is a 41 by 51 centimeter canvas. So it is just beautiful. So let's have a look at it. Alrighty, this one looks like you do have to fill in all of the background, so there will be a lot of stitching involved in this one, but we will have a look at that in a moment. Oh, this is really glossy. So here's the chart, nice and glossy. Oh, can you hear that? Nice and glossy and squeaky. And this one is number of pages. So it is a beautiful white tiger. That's the image there. Show you a bit closer. And yeah, I can see why there's a lot of stitching. That's actually a pale pink background. So yeah, definitely a lot of stitching in this one. But it looks like it would be worth it. The image is just stunning. So that's, and the chart again, can't fault Joy Sunday charts. They are fantastic. They are printed clearly. They have all of the grid lines. They detail exactly what you need. You can see them really clearly. And here it shows you how it's broken up onto the 6 different pages. Again, this is why Joy Sunday, I think, gets raved about by a lot of YouTubers, because they really are worth it. So let's have a look. Now, although this is a big one and there's a lot of stitching, as you can see, it's all full stitch apart from 5 areas or 5 colors that need back stitch. There's no half stitch, there's no French knot, there's no other 3/4 stitch, I think is another one you can do. It is purely full stitch apart from a couple of back stitch areas. That's fantastic. So although it's bigger and although it's going to take a lot longer because you do need to do every stitch, this would be more maybe again beginners transferring over to intermediate, I would say. It's just going to be time consuming, that's all. But let's have a look at this beautiful, beautiful thread we've got. So what did we say? 38 colours in this one. You've got your 2 needles, 14 count. So we'll have a look at this first card, which is by itself. So here are, so it colours 31 to 38, but they've also done 1 and 21. So you obviously need a lot more of colour 1 and 21, which are on the first card. So they've done a separate lot there. So I'll just hide them because they'll be on the first card. But here are colours 31 to 39. So yeah, there's actually 39 colours, my apologies. 38 colours that you do in full stitch, and colour 39 is one of the colours you need for the back stitch. So there's 39 colours, and here are 31 to 39. As you can see, beautiful tones. I love how they've also here colour coded the numbers up the top, so they've tried to keep that in colour with what the thread is, so that's really quite handy as well. I don't think I've ever noticed that before on another kit. Might have been, I just might not have noticed it. Here's the first card, so let's have a look at colour. There's a lot of colours to negotiate around here. So here's colours 1 to 15. I can get my hand in there and I'll put that there, there we go. So 1 to 15. Beautiful colours there. And colours 16 to, I think it would be 37 if I've done my counting to 30. I haven't done my counting correctly at all. So here are colours 16 to 30. Get them there for you. So absolutely, you go away, you've been on screen already. Absolutely gorgeous colours. All right, so let's try and put this in a nice little wind again, and we'll bring out the canvas. There we go. So just fits in with the camera all the way out. So as you can see, this one is stitching in every single square. So a lot of stitching required, and it's looking like you would jump colours a fair bit because you've obviously got to put stripes in the tiger as well as colour changing in the plants and the flowers, but you've got a lot of solid colour blocking here in the background. I'll just bring the photo back in so we can compare and see what I mean. It's tiny compared to that, isn't it? But yeah, so as you can see, a lot of confetti around these parts. But I think it is going to be an absolutely stunning image. It's printed clearly on the canvas. I mean, but you do use the charts because sometimes this can get a bit hard to look at once you've got a few colours on it. But the chart is so clear and so concise, it's going to be really quite easy to look at. And so the back stitching, I wouldn't skip the back stitching in this one either because it's needed largely there, as you can see there on the tree. So yeah, it'd be a little bit, I would say probably more an intermediate. I did say beginner earlier, but you would probably want to have done a few under your belt, or if you like to throw yourself in the deep end and learn that way. I've done craft that way. I did that with resin. It can work for you. As I said, it's not complicated stitching. It is mostly full stitch, and back stitch is very easy to do. It's just that you're going to be changing colors a lot, so especially when you get to this area, so that's where it can be a bit more confusing. If you're not comfortable yet with your cross stitching, I would probably leave this one a bit until you were. But it's a kit that's definitely beautiful, definitely worth getting. Absolutely stunning. Love it. And Joy Sunday again, everything is perfect. I cannot fault any of it. It's printed well. It has everything we need. It has a absolutely perfect chart. What more could we ask for? Okay, so here are the two kits and the beeswax that were kindly gifted to me from VIPCrossStitch. I will leave links to all products in the description box down below. So a big thank you to VIPCrossStitch for sending these through. These kits are absolutely gorgeous and I look forward to getting to do them. Thank you everybody for watching. If this is your first time stumbling across my channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Everybody hit the notification bell so you're up to date when I have released my latest video. Let me know what you thought of these two kits. Do you have a favorite? Apologies if my voice sounded a bit weird throughout the video. I am still recovering from a bit of a burnt esophagus. Details of how that happened are actually on the community tab section of my channel. I will spare you the gross details here in the video. But yeah, my voice is still recovering, so I'm a bit up and down, a bit hoarse still, but you know, we're getting there. I have to film some videos eventually. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon account, and the details are up here on screen. That will do it for this video. Everybody, no matter where you are, please stay safe, stay weird, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.